You are called to be a living ballot. See, the difference between the rest of the world and a Christian is supposed to be this. The rest of the world fills out a ballot because they imagine society as a certain kind of utopia, that if everybody voted like this, it would be the best place ever. A Christian says, I'm going to fill out the ballot according to my theology, and theology and ideology are distinct in this way. Ideology doesn't require self-sacrifice or any kind of change and conformity on your part. Theology is always expected to work itself out in praxis, meaning if you vote for it, you better live it. For those of you that call for immigration reform, you better be practicing hospitality with visitors to your church and who are ethnically or nationally different from you. For those of you who vote for family values, do you honor your parents and love your spouse self-sacrificially? For those of you that speak against abortion, do you also embrace and serve the kids here in our church? And do you prioritize your own children over your career? Those of you that talk about welfare reform, do you give to the needy here in this church? For those of you that proclaim that all lives matter, do all of your friends look like you? For those of you who lament structural injustice, do you work against those same injustices in your own life as much as you advocate for others? Do you rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep? If you fight for traditional marriage, do you love your wife, cherishing her as you would your own body, washing her with the word, washing her with the water of the word? That's Ephesians. For those of you that are concerned about the economy and the job market and you feel like you have a good plan for how to vote to make that better, do you obey your boss with a sincere heart, not as people pleasers, but as you would obey Christ? For those of you that care about corporate tax rates, do you treat your employees fairly? Or do you threaten them, forgetting that he who is both their master and yours is in heaven, and there is no partiality with him? And finally, as you share your opinions about all of these things on social media, do you gladly share the Lord's Supper with the church member who disagrees with you? And do you pray for the spiritual good of those that you want to see lose power? Do you? How many times have you prayed for the person that you want to see lose power?